Hello and welcome to Lovely English Stories. Thank you for stopping by. This story is written for intermediate English learners. Ready? Let's get started. B1, B2 English Story. Living in the Countryside. In the heart of the English countryside, between rolling hills and lush green fields, lies a small village called Oakwood. This is where Sophie, an adventurous 12-year-old girl, calls home. Living in the countryside is not always what people might expect. It's not all fairy tale landscapes and cottages. Each morning, Sophie wakes up to the chirping of birds outside her window and the rustling of leaves in the breeze. She opens her window and breathes in the fresh country air. She feels grateful for the peace and quiet that surrounds her. There's something comforting about life in Oakwood, where everyone knows each other and looks out for one another. One of Sophie's favourite things about living in the countryside is the freedom to explore. After school, she goes to the woods with her friends, where they build forts, climb trees, and go on adventures. They jump around in streams, chase butterflies, and collect flowers. But life in the countryside isn't without its challenges. Sophie lives with her family on a farm, where they raise sheep and grow crops. There's always work to be done, whether it's mending fences, feeding animals, or harvesting vegetables. Sophie doesn't mind getting her hands dirty. She likes helping out and being part of life on the farm, even though it can be tiring sometimes. Living in a small village means that everyone knows everyone else's business, for better or for worse. Gossip and rumours are always being spread in the local cafe and pub. Sophie has learned to take it all in her stride, knowing that it's just part of life in a close-knit community. One of the things Sophie loves most about living in the countryside is the sense of belonging. She knows her neighbours by name and feels like she's part of a big extended family. Whether it's sharing a meal with her friends or simply stopping to chat on the street, there's a lovely atmosphere in the village. Of course, living in the countryside isn't always idyllic. There are days when the weather is gloomy and the rain seems never ending. There are times when the isolation can feel too much, especially for a curious and adventurous person like Sophie. But even on the most boring days, Sophie enjoys the simple pleasures of life in Oakwood. As the sun sets on another day in the countryside, Sophie feels grateful for the beauty that surrounds her. She knows that life here may not always be easy, but life can't always be perfect. And as she falls to sleep, she feels happy knowing that she is exactly where she's meant to be. Now, let's go through some of the vocabulary you have just read in this story. If we do not explain a word or a phrase that you don't know or understand, please post it in the comments below and we will reply and try and answer the best we can. So, let's start with atmosphere. Atmosphere is the mood or feeling of a place or situation. The forest had a peaceful atmosphere. Breeze. Breeze is a gentle wind. The breeze blew through the trees, cooling us down on a hot day. Challenges or challenge means a difficulty or obstacle. Overcoming challenges makes us stronger. Adventurous. Adventurous means willing to take risks and try new things. Sophie was feeling adventurous, so she decided to explore the old abandoned house. Abandoned means that no one lives there anymore. Belonging. Belonging is a feeling of being part of a group or community. Being part of a team gives you a sense of belonging and support. Chase. To chase. To chase is to run after someone or something in order to catch them. The children played tag and chased each other around the yard. Comforting. If something is comforting, it provides a feeling of reassurance or support or consolation. It's a nice feeling. The warm blanket was comforting on a cold winter night. Gossip. Gossip is casual or idle chit-chat or talk, and it is usually about other people's private lives. So, for example, if someone has broken up with someone and people are talking about it, that could be gossiping. For example, here, the gossip spread quickly through the village, causing a stir among the residents. Rumours. Rumours are unverified information or stories which are spread or circulated among people. So it means it hasn't been checked by the person it's about to know whether or not it's true. Despite the rumours, Sophie knew that the truth would eventually come out. Simply. Simply means in a straightforward or uncomplicated manner. Sometimes the best solution is simply to talk things out or to talk things over. Spread. To spread is to extend over a large area or range. The fire quickly spread through the forest, engulfing everything in its path. Curious. Curious means eager to know or learn something. The curious kitten explored every corner of the room, sniffing and investigating. Grateful. If you are grateful, you feel thankful or appreciative. Sophie was grateful for the support of her friends. What are you grateful for? Landscape or landscapes is the visible features of an area of land, especially when it is considered in terms of their aesthetic appeal. Aesthetic means how something looks. The painter captured the beauty of the landscapes with vivid, which means bright, with vivid colours and bold strokes. Mending or to mend means repairing or fixing something that is broken or damaged. Sophie spent the afternoon mending the tear in her favourite dress. Pleasure. Pleasure is a feeling of happiness or satisfaction. It was a pleasure to spend the day with friends, laughing and joking together. To surround. Surround means to be all around or to encircle someone or something. For example, the mountains surrounded the valley, or fields surrounded the school. Tiring. If something is tiring, it makes you feel very tired or exhausted. Walking up the mountain was very tiring. Doing the half marathon was very tiring. Isolation. Isolation means being separated from others. So, living in the countryside can sometimes feel isolating or as though you are in isolation from city life. Gloomy. If something is gloomy, it is dark or dismal, or it lacks brightness or cheer. The gloomy weather matched Sophie's mood as she walked home in the rain. Chirping, or to chirp, means making a series of high pitched sounds. Birds chirp. So, our example here, the birds were chirping outside, signalling the arrival or the start of spring. Rustling, or to rustle, means to make a soft, muffled sound that is usually caused by something like dry leaves or paper. The wind rustled through the trees, sending leaves dancing across the ground. We hope you enjoyed this lovely English story and the vocabulary explanations. Thank you for stopping by. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Get productive and check out our language learning productivity packs. And we also have some of our stories in PDF on Etsy. Use code YouTube10 for 10% off. You can find the link in the description box below. See you soon!